Okay, children, today we'll be doing exercise 5.8, which is based on Rolle's theorem and mean value theorem. Okay, now let us know a little about Rolle's theorem. If you are given a function f, if you are given some function f, the function must be continuous in some closed interval and differentiable in the same open interval. Okay, if the function is continuous in a closed and differentiable in that open interval, then you say that you can apply your Rolle's theorem to the function f. Once you can apply that Rolle's theorem to the function, you will find out c. Now c should be such that f dash of c should be equal to 0. So you will find f dash of c equal to 0. You will solve that and you will calculate the value of c. If you get the number c such that it is present in that open interval, then yes, the Rolle's theorem is verified. Let us now see the same thing with an example. That is your first question in exercise 5.8. First question says verify. What does the question say? The question says verify Rolle's theorem for f of x is equal to, the f of x given to you is like this, x square plus 2x minus 8, and the interval which is provided to you, that is x belongs to minus 4 comma 2. This actually is nothing but your interval. You will consider this as your a and b. So the first number will represent a and the second number will represent your b. Now, because now first condition कि Rolle's theorem can be applied or no, so the first condition is f must be continuous and differentiable. So now let us go to the function f. F is a function which is a polynomial, and any polynomial that is an algebraic function and that also a polynomial, and a polynomial is always going to be continuous in the closed interval and differentiable in the open interval. So first line is f is a polynomial function. Since f is a polynomial function, hence it is continuous and differentiable, because polynomial functions are always continuous and differentiable. So since f is a polynomial function, it is continuous in the closed interval and differentiable in the open interval. Now my second condition for Rolle's theorem is going to be f of a should be equal to f of b. What is my a? My a is number 4, minus 4, and b is equal to 2. So I have to calculate f of a and f of b. So f of a is minus 4, f of b is 2. Now what we will do is, this is your f of x, formula for f of x, okay. Here if I place, instead of x, if I place minus 4, so what will these values become? Minus 4 ka square plus 2 into minus 4 and minus 8. So therefore I solved it like that way. In place of x over here, I am replacing it by minus 4 and I try to solve, and when I solve it, it becomes 16 minus 8 minus 8, yani ki 16 and minus 16, and that is equal to 0. Then I go to f of 2. In place of x, I put 2. So this becomes 2 ka square yani ki 4, 4 and plus 4, 8, 8 and minus 8, and that is going to become equal to 0. ये answer कुछ भी आ सकता है. You can get any damn answer over there. But it should be the same answer in both the cases. So f of minus 4 should be equal to f of 2. So yes, over here in my case, f of minus 4 is equal to f of 2. Now this means that if f of a is equal to f of b, then I can apply my Rolle's theorem. What were the two conditions? The two conditions were, first one, it should be continuous in the closed interval, differentiable in the open interval, and then f of a should be equal to f of b. My both conditions are correct over here. So I can apply Rolle's theorem. So I will give the statement, Rolle's theorem is applicable to the function f. Now, if Rolle's theorem is applicable, so then there should exist some number c belonging to the open interval, that is, it should belong to the open interval. C should be a number belonging to the open interval such that f dash of c should be equal to 0. Now, I have f of x, but I don't have f dash of x. So first I will calculate what is f dash of x. F dash of x means what? You differentiate the function f. So differentiate x square, so what is the answer? 2x. Differentiate 2x, the answer is 2. And constant ka differentiation is 0. So therefore I have the answer 2x plus 2. So f dash of x, yani ki differentiation of f of x is 2x plus 2. Now instead of this x, I replace it by the number c. So I have therefore f dash over here. Instead of x, I wrote c. So f dash of c is equal to 2c plus 2. Now, according to the condition, what should be my condition? That condition says f dash of c should be equal to 0. So in that value, that is 2c plus 2, that should be equal to 0. So when I solve that, I get c is equal to minus 1. I get c is equal to minus 1. And this, I got the value of c. I solved what? I solved f dash of c is equal to 0. And when I solved it, I got the answer for c as number minus 1. Now, important function thing is, this number must belong to the open interval minus 4 comma 2. So does minus 1 belong to minus 4 comma 2? Yes. Minus 1 lies somewhere between minus 4 and plus 2. So yes, I found a number c which is belonging to the open interval. अगर ऐसा होता है, पहले तो वो अप्लाई होना चाहिए, अप्लाई हो गया, उसके बाद आप f dash of x फिर f dash of c फाइंड करेंगे, and after you find f dash of c, you say f dash of c is equal to 0, and when you say f dash of c is equal to 0, you will get a number c, and that c must belong to the open interval, and if it belongs, we say yes, Rolle's theorem is verified. So in our case, yes, Rolle's theorem is verified for the function f. Let's go to the next question. Okay children, now let's go to the second question. I am given f of x is integer value of x not greater than x. Now x belongs to the closed interval 5 comma 9. Now here, if even one condition is not applicable for Rolle's theorem, then we say Rolle's theorem cannot be applied to it, and therefore it cannot be verified also. If cannot be applied, it cannot be verified. So over here, I first find, now my one condition was continuous and differentiable. So it is not going to be continuous directly from 5 to 9, and neither going to be then therefore differentiable. But now one easy point is, I find f of a and f of b. My a means the first number and b means 9. So I find f of 5. F of 5 means integer value of 5. See, if it was a decimal number, you would have to find out that integer value. But it is already an integer only. So integer value of 5 is going to be 5 only. Integer value of 9 is going to be 9 only. That means f of 5 is 5 and f of 9 is 9. They are not equal numbers, 5 and 9. So I say f of 5 is not equal to f of 9. Yani ki f of a is not equal to f of b, and therefore I will say one of the condition is not possible. That means I don't have to further go for any more information. I will say that Rolle's theorem is not applicable to my function f. The second function f of x is again integer value only the interval is going to vary over here. Here interval was 5 and 9, here interval is -2 and +2. So I find f of -2, again integer value of -2. So -2 is an integer only. So the same thing will come as an answer. Integer value of +2, that is going to be again +2. But -2 is not equal to +2. And therefore I will say that f of -2 is not equal to f of 2. And therefore I will say that Rolle's theorem cannot be applied. Rolle's theorem cannot be applied to f, and therefore not applied in the second question also, third question also. Now let's go to the next question. Okay, now question 2, the third one. I have f of x is equal to x squared minus 1, where x belongs to the interval 1 comma 2. Here, see the first condition, x square minus 1. So f of x is a polynomial, right? It is a quadratic polynomial. Any polynomial function is always going to be continuous on the closed interval and differentiable on the same open interval. So that means f is continuous and differentiable. Earlier case mein, it was continuous and differentiable was not possible in the first and the second case. But here it is continuous and differentiable. But when I find f of 1, it is coming 0. And when I find f of 2, that is instead of x, I put 2 over here. So this becomes 2 square minus 1. That is 4 minus 1, which is 3. Yani ki one answer is 0, another answer is 3. That means f of 1 is not equal to f of 2. And therefore, Rolle's theorem cannot be applicable to the given f. Let's go to the next question. Okay, children. Now, next question is verify your mean value theorem. तो वेरिफिकेशन इज फॉर मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम. अभी आपने पढ़ा वो था विच थ्योरम, रोलेस थ्योरम. तो रोलेस थ्योरम की कंडीशन क्या थी? f must be continuous in closed interval, f must be differentiable in the open interval, and secondly f of a must be equal to f of b. अगर ऐसा है तो Rolle's theorem will be applicable, and if it is applicable, f dash of c is equal to 0. इसको solve करके you will find the number c, and c must belong to your open interval. This was Rolle's theorem. Now mean value theorem is a little different. First condition of mean value theorem is same as Rolle's theorem कि वो continuous होना चाहिए and it should be differentiable also. So I have over here f of x is x squared minus 4x minus 3. It is a quadratic polynomial, and any type of polynomial function is always going to be continuous on the closed interval and differentiable in the open interval. So my first condition, f should be f is a polynomial function, so it is continuous on the closed and differentiable on the open interval. इसमें एक ही कंडीशन है, यहाँ पे you have to find out f of a and f of b. My f of a means the first number 1, b means the second number 4. So I have to find f of 1 and f of 4. Rolle's theorem में क्या होता था कि ये दोनों equal होने चाहिए. But here in mean value theorem, they need not be equal. They could be any numbers, right? So first of all, here only when I get it is continuous and differentiable, for this one condition only I can say mean value theorem is applicable. Okay, Rolle's में दो condition था. Then you used to say that now Rolle's theorem is applicable. But mean value theorem में only one condition, that is continuous and differentiable. तो yes, Rolle's theorem की जैसे दो वाले दूसरी condition तो है नहीं. तो I will say yes, mean value theorem is applicable. उसके बाद मुझे f of a और f of b find out तो करना है. I have to find them out. But now Rolle's condition में condition था f dash of c should be equal to 0. But यहाँ पर f dash of c जो है that has to be equal to f of 4 minus f of 1 upon 4 minus 1. तो let us substitute the value. Now f dash of c हमारे पास नहीं है, तो what would be f dash of x from this? Differentiate this function, so it will become 2x and then it will become minus 4. तो 2x minus 4. तो f dash of c क्या होगा? f dash of c होगा 2c minus 4. So therefore you differentiate this function and instead of x you put c, तो x square का आया 2x and -4, तो यहाँ पे x की जगह पे c रखेंगे तो 2c minus 4 and that is equal to f of 4 minus f of 1 and upon 4 minus 1. You put and substitute and solve the values. So you got 2c minus 4 is 1, यानी कि 2c is equal to 5. c is equal to 5 by 2. 5 by 2 means 2.5. So 2.5 lies between 1 and 4. So yes, my c belongs to the open interval 1 comma 4. And if you are able to find the c, then you say that yes, mean value theorem is verified for the function f. तो what was mean value theorem? आपको क्या करना था यहाँ पे? आपको पहले फंक्शन देखना है. फंक्शन मस्ट बी कंटिन्यूअस ऑन द क्लोज्ड इंटरवल, डिफरेंशिएबल ऑन द ओपन इंटरवल. अगर वो कंटिन्यूअस एंड डिफरेंशिएबल दोनों है तो यस, मीन वैल्यू थियरम कैन बी अप्लाइड फॉर इट. फिर आप एफ ऑफ ए फाइंड आउट करोगे, एफ ऑफ बी फाइंड आउट करोगे, then you will say that there exists, because theorem is applicable, there exists a number c such that f dash of c is f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. You apply that formula, solve and you get the number c. जो c होता है that must belong to the open interval. अगर c belongs to the open interval, you say that yes, it is applicable and yes, it is verified also. But if you do not get such a c, that you say that it is not applicable over here and sorry, it is not verified over here. So in our case, so yes, it is verified because our c belongs to the interval. Let's go to the next question. Okay children, let's go to question number 5. Question number 5 में you are given f of x is equal to a polynomial x cube minus 5x square minus 3x and x belongs to the interval 1 comma closed interval 1 comma 3. The question for this is verifying your mean value theorem, and after that they have said, does there exist c for which f dash of c is equal to 0? Does there exist such a c belonging to the open interval so that f dash of c is 0? Let us first go to verifying the mean value theorem. So we start with f of x. We'll this time first only differentiate this function and keep f dash of x ready. So I differentiated x cube ka differentiation will be 3x square, then 5 x square, the differentiation will be 2x, so that will be minus 10x, and x ka differentiation will be 1, so minus 3. So f dash of x is 3x square minus 10x and minus 3. This is your f dash of x. Now first, is mean value theorem applicable to your question or no? So the condition is it must be continuous and differentiable. So f is a polynomial function and all polynomial functions are continuous on the closed interval and differentiable on the open interval. So yes, I say f is a polynomial function and therefore yes, it is continuous and differentiable. If it is continuous and differentiable, then you say that therefore mean value theorem can be applied to the question, right? So I said therefore mean value theorem can be applied to f. Now if you want to apply mean value theorem, you must have f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. तो पहले है f of a और f of b हमें पता होना चाहिए. तो let us calculate f of a. A is 1 and b is 3. So I calculate f of 1. In this expression of f of x, I put x as 1. So everywhere I put x as 1 and I get my answer as minus 7. Then in the second one, f of 3. So here in f of x, I put x as 3 and I solve and I get it as minus 27. Now I found f of a, I found f of b. I want f dash of c. So f dash of x I have already found out in the beginning. So in place of x, you put the number c. So you say f dash of c will be 3c square minus 10c minus 3. So therefore I have f dash of c this value here is f dash of c is 3c square minus 10c and minus 3. F dash of c I have found out. I have to apply my formula. F dash of c was going to be equal to f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. My b is 3 and a is 1. So f of 3 minus f of 1 upon b minus a, यानी कि 3 minus 1. Now what is f of 3? I have already found out here. F of 3 was minus 27 and f of 1 was minus 7. So I put it in the formula. Instead of f dash of c, I put the value for f dash of c, that is 3c square minus 10c minus 3. And then I say f of 3 minus f of 1 upon 3 minus 1.